I told my mom that I respect my dad's girlfriend more than her. My mom cheated on my dad 7 years ago with my stepdad, Alan. I was 10 at that time. I knew that my mom had another boyfriend that made them get a divorce. My dad was devastated to say the least. My dad fought hard to get custody from my mom because he did not want to lose me at all. He did end up getting 50-50. Ever since my parents' divorce, I've hated my mom. I hated that she hurt my dad. I remember my dad drinking himself to sleep after the divorce. I was 11 and had to push him out of the couch and clean his vomit. I saw what my mom did to my dad, and my stepdad was also to blame for it. My dad did clean up and started to make changes in his life and became a good father figure for me. But he still suffered from the aftermath of my mom's infidelity. He was finally in a better place now. He has worked enough to build a relationship with me too. Suffice to say, the relationship I had with my mom never recovered. I hated going to her place and watching her play family with some random guy. She never made an effort to keep our family together, yet she happily became the loving wife to him. I hated him too. My mom tried really hard to make me forgive her. She said sorry and apologized. I never missed a chance to remind her that she was the one who broke my family. It will make her cry that her own daughter wants nothing to do with her, but I didn't care. I would lock myself in my room the entire time and not come out. I was always loud and clear that I don't like my stepdad, even though he also tried to make it up to me. Any gift he would give me, I would just give it away. Last year my mom, Alan, and I had a huge fight. I called my mom a cheater who destroyed my family. I also called Alan a homewrecker and said, "I hope your own son gets cheated on so that you know what the pain is like." Alan screamed at me that he is tired of my shit. I left their house and went to stay with Dad. I thought it was so unfair that my mom lives happily ever after and my dad was left behind to pick the pieces of our broken home. That's when my dad sat me down and told me that I should have never talked to my mom like that. Sure, she made a bad choice, but she is still my mother. And then he told me he forgave her and it is for the best that I forgive her because it will make me free. My dad went on to explain that in his therapy he realized his marriage had problems. He thought that just because everything was going on a routine and there was silence, he took it as a sign that everything was fine. However, he learned a lot about relationships and himself over the last 7 years and has tried to become someone I could look up to. He tells me he is dating someone else and he is happy with the life he is now, though there are some triggers. I was happy to hear that my dad was doing okay.